Welcome along. Now, what kind of country do you want to live in? What kind of society do you want to have? What do you want Britain to be? Suella Braverman mentioned a lot of numbers in her speech yesterday. 780 million people could be classed as refugees. Around 230,000 new school places will need to be found to accommodate the amount of children by 2026. 1 in 5 children are now born to foreign-born mothers. 70+% of European Union residents want tougher external border control. 50% of Americans think their southern border is being invaded. £8 million a day is being spent on migrant hotels. About half of the crime in Paris is supposedly attributable to migration. These are numbers, important numbers. But the most important thing is culture and identity. If we want to protect our values and way of life, then we have to control mass migration, both legal and illegal. If we want to protect the legacy of our forefathers who went before us, to preserve what they fought for, what they suffered to help create, then we need to control our borders. Suella herself said that a country cannot protect its borders. If it can't, then it will cease to be a proper country. It is easy to make the financial and structural case of controlling immigration and changing the UN definition of refugees, no GP appointments, housing crisis, etc., etc. But the most important point is the one that comes from the heart, and I think that's what Suella Braverman was trying to make. In your heart, do you want to protect Britain as you see it? The country you feel it is in your bones, its history, its norms, its culture. If the answer to that is yes, then we must get a grip of immigration, both legal and illegal. If you believe in national identity, shared patriotism, shared binding features of nationhood, then you have to want secure borders and a managed approach to societal influx. The UN has, despite Suella's brave and impassioned plea, rebutted her in the way that perhaps we should have expected. Any international global organisation will simply not be able to understand, or will be unwilling to understand, the passion that citizens feel for the preservation of their own nation. We are on a tipping point in so many aspects of society at the moment, but you have to ask yourselves this: what kind of country do you want? We have to be proud as Brits, but you can only be proud of what you know. And increasingly, when people look around them in this country, they don't recognise it. It's time to get more vocal about how you feel.